Hey there.
Hello, good morning. How
Good
are you?
morning. How are you?
Good. I'm Mercedes Williams, owner and chief film critic of Movie Scene Queen, and also the first Black newspaper, which is the new Pittsburgh Courier, a film critic for them. Thank you so much for being here with us
Thank you.
today. I know your time is important. Just wanted to give you your flowers now. Absolutely appreciate all of your work. In Origin, if we're getting straight down to business, it just was like, it smacked me out of nowhere. I was just fine and dandy and watching. I was like, yep, I know what this is about. It's going to be about the book. I read the book. And then just the imagery of it is really what resonates with me the most. So I just wanted to thank you so much for that. Some of the things and images that we see just a part of Black history had just like actually seen it in like full film. Oh my gosh. I just was just sitting there, just stunned. So thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Um, Along those lines, if we're talking about the then and now, because it seemed to be a lot of, not a lot of, but comparison just from a photographic film standpoint, what did that mean? You know, you could think of Isabel Wilkerson and Trayvon Martin, and that's the now, but then you can also go back to Al Bright. So you had a scene where they were both kind of both sitting there. What was the importance of the then and the now when making those correlations?
Yes, well, the film Origin is based on a book called Caste by Isabel Wilkerson. And in the book, Isabel is basically like an intellectual Indiana Jones. She's this Black woman who's on a quest to uncover the mystery of our humanity. The idea of why do we place one person on top of another person based on a series of random traits. The random traits might be the color of your skin, they might be your age, they might be your sexual preference, they might be your gender. Why as human beings do we organize ourselves in that way so that some people have status and power based on random traits and other people don't? And so within the story of Caste, she uncovers this. And in our film, we watch her uncover it. Anjanou Ellis Taylor is the Indiana Jones. She's going through the world trying to figure this problem out and give us more information about it. And at the top of the movie, she says, I want to be inside the story, really inside the story. So the scene that you're talking about is towards the end of the movie as people watch. They will eventually how she makes her way inside the story. And she, in her contemporary present day, exists side by side with history within the same scene in a very dynamic way. So I'm glad you like that scene.
Oh, thank you so much. So also I'm wondering, you've already been in the film festivals and there's going to be a larger theatrical release for the film. What do you hope? And I hate the term of Black films versus all other films. This is a film, a great film that everybody should watch. What are you hoping for it to resonate for people that might actually be the predators or the perpetrators that caused this cast? What do you hope they get from the film?
They can take it or they can leave it. I don't really, I didn't make this film for them. I made this film for us. I made this film for people who are struggling with their place in the world. People who are told that they exist in a certain space and want to interrogate that. Whether you are a black or brown person, whether you're a queer person, whether you're a woman, whether you exist in a space where there are times and places where you feel less than, or whether you're at the top of the caste chain and you're a white man and you say, "Wait, is this my right place? Is this privilege the right thing? Let me interrogate that. Let me learn about myself and my history and my place in the world." So the film is for really all kinds of people who are interested in leaning into questions of our humanity. And if you aren't interested in doing that, then the film is not for you. If you believe that it's okay to treat certain people as less than other people when we're all people, then this film is probably not for you. So it's not made to convince, it's an invitation to explore. And I look forward to the people who accept.
Was it like working abroad? It seems that there was work in India, and also shedding light on stuff that I wasn't quite aware of. Again, if we're going back to the imagery, just some of the ending scenes and what it's like to rank and cast people in India
Yeah.
is something I'm like, I gotta dig deeper into this. What was it like, the work in India?
Thank you for that question. No one's asked me that. No
Thank
one's
you.
asked me that question. What was it like to work in India? It was thrilling, sis. It was exciting. It was, as a black filmmaker, we're often relegated to working only in the United States. African American filmmaker, we often regulated to working here, especially when we work within the studio system and the streamers and the networks. We're not often getting the assignments and the shows that take us around the world, and the things that we pitch, whether they're globetrotting or not, are not always embraced. And so for this, we greenlit ourselves because we were independent. We decided we wanted to go to Berlin. We wanted to go to Delhi. And so we did. And it was thrilling. When you get off the plane in India, it is just, you think when you go to New York, you're assaulted by noise. The noise and but not bad. It's like it becomes a hum, and the colors and the people and the humanity that's all around you. Very crowded, very full of life. Great crews, great people who know how to make movies there. Think of all the Bollywood movies; they really know how to make movies. So I had a good time working with them all. Nice, interested in my experience as an African American woman and interested in telling this story. So I would make films there again and again. I hope I get a chance to go back.
Awesome. So I always ask, and I've never gotten the pleasure. I'm here today and I'm honored. I've never had the pleasure of interviewing you before. So I always ask this question: what was the gift and or the curse in creating Origin? Or, and sometimes I try to put it into a different context. What was the healing and or the hurting of creating Origin?
There was no curse. I think even the hard times were blessings and lessons. The hard times are revealing so many gems and so much beauty about how to move next time, right? But also, triumph only exists if you overcome something.
Mhm.
And so as we get to the end of this project and we finally get to the point where we are at the top of the mountain, that's when we share it with people on January 19th. I feel triumphant and I feel blessed. So it was a beautiful journey.
So what's next? And I think that's awesome. What's next for you? Not also like as a director, but what's next for you as you see so many things coming down the pike and the film's big release? What's next for you as it relates to Origin?
Well, as it relates to Origin, it's going to open on January 19th. It's going to expand on January 26th. It's going to make its way around the country in every city. And it's going to open in the UK and in Australia. And hopefully, prayerfully, it'll find its way to open in many different countries around the world. The thing about films, this is an independent film, so it doesn't have a
Mm.
huge release pattern, unfortunately. I really wish and I pray, and I hope that people join me in prayer to try to make sure that this film is widely seen somehow. I pray for that every night. But in the meantime, we show it and we share it as we can. And so that journey begins on the 19th.
Alrighty. Everything has been just so positive from you. So when you said there was no curse, I just automatically knew you were going to say it just because it's giving off just such positive energy. So I appreciate your time today and thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You have a beautiful day and you look so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good day.